What's up, guys? Like promised, with some spicy stuff here, we are going to bring you the top 5 best XCs of 2017. And 2017 has actually just been a phenomenal year for XCs. Including just, oh my god, just game-breaking stuff was actually just insane. So go ahead and start this off.
I'll start with Timestar Magician. The reason why we put Timestar as number 5 is because it does help Pendulum Magicians so much. It's a search, the protection, which is, as Dee told me, is a condition. It's non-activation, and it just helps Pendulum Magicians go a little extra mile than that. It's number 5 because it's not as versatile in other decks, which the other ones we're talking about there, but Timestar does deserve to be the bottom 5, and again, because it's still a relevant meta deck. So that's all I gotta say about Timestar, but...
Yeah, specifically for a number 4, this thing was just hyped out as soon as it was just announced.
Terrifying.
People were hyping this like crazy, and we were looking at VFB the Beast, or by his TCG name, True King of All Calamities.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I absolutely love about this, and this is probably my favorite thing about this, is that people still call it by its OCG name. This is one of the few cards where no one ever calls it by its CCG name. They call it VFB the Beast because this thing is straight up the devil. Like, it literally stops you from activating any monster effect, because you declare an attribute and all the monsters become that attribute on field. So as soon as they're on the field, they can't activate any effects. During this time, you can call, like, say for example, Fire, and Ash Blossom cannot be activated anymore because Ash Blossom is fire and activates in hand. And then in the mirror match, you can call Earth, specifically for the dinos, call Earth, and they can't activate their True King Earth from hand. It was just completely, it's 3,000 beat stick. If you had diagrams, 33 cannot be destroyed by battle. You cannot attack him either. It's just overall, this thing was just truly frightening. Unless you have like the kaiju or some sort of board removal.
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus. If you do not have any one of those, you're gonna be having a rough day. You're really just gonna be setting, pass, pray. And truly just a scary card. Scary card.
Scary card.
Moving on from that, more generic than these past to Tornado Dragon. Come on, you got him MST on legs. You could use him twice, and it's a way out from a lot of if your opponent was using Imperial Order, and you're like, crap, how am I supposed to get rid of like Imperial Order from the field? If you have a deck that uses a lot of spells, you make your Tornado Dragon. Since mainly all decks use rank 4 or level 4s, so rank 4 Toolbox is still very much alive. So Tornado Dragon, like, there's not much that could be said about it. It's just that it pops back row, it pops field spells. It's just a really good card. It could be used on any turn. So moving on from that,
even more generic than Tornado Dragon, the rank 4 Toolbox lives again with Baguska.
You shouldn't sleep on this card.
It's terribly tired. It's got so much built for it. It's either it's a floodgate or it's an untouchable beat stick. So you get to choose. I mean, it has that maintenance cost too, but like when it's in defense mode, it doesn't even matter. Like, you just sit on this, and it's activated effect. So for whatever reason, if you got a Mrs. Radiant on the field, this gets bigger.
Yeah, that is true. And we all kind of came to the conclusion, trying to decide these, that the number 1 top XYZs.
We say XCs for a reason.
XYZs plural has to go to just Zodiac.
Now, obviously, there's the good ones and the bad ones. Or the top 2 are
Hammer Kong is the best.
Shockanide's got the best art.
That is true.
Shockanide's
does have the best art. Top 2 are
but
obviously Broadbolt, Dryden. But the entire Zoo archetype, even if it was just like Broadbolt alone, the fact that you can just summon them with one card XC, it really just broke the mechanic. And 2017 has just been a phenomenal or scary. It's a good way to put it here when you talk about XCs. It was released in February of 2017 and did not get hit on the ban list until I believe it was
September.
September.
September is when it finally
and if you missed that, you can check out the tribute video.
As
you go talk about that. But no, this
it was completely just dominate. They got hit so many times until they were completely slaughtered. But every single time they were hit, like, it didn't matter. Master Rule 4 was also a low-key hit on them, but it didn't matter
because
they got Mrs. Radiant.
It was just absolutely insane the way that this deck was just dominant.
This deck, I think, also perfected what XYZs were all about. Like, you guys remember back in like 2015 when we got like Tellers. When Teller Knights came out, that was like the new XYZ deck, so it was so fast. But
Yeah.
Zodiac was just any Zodiac. Oh, I can go do my XZ with one material.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just phenomenal.
A lot of them were just one card would make a Dryden and any rank 4 that you want. Or in Master Rule 4, it was Mrs. Radiant, Dryden, and any, like usually Hammer Kong so they can protect the targeting.
Yeah.
But overall, it was just such a just insane board, just one card combo. So if your opponent were just to get rid of this, which was not too hard to get rid of the board, they can just do it again next turn. So if you do not OTK them, they're just gonna come back again and again. Again, with I made this video a long time ago about Zodiacs are actually anti-meta because they have so many one-card combos. They can just go off and do so many other stuff with like hand traps or regular traps, just going off like crazy. So Zodiacs were just by far just the most dominant force. Easily, you can argue which one Dryden brought, but one was the interruption, one was the consistency, the searching.
Consistency versus power.
Yeah, and this deck had both of them. You can argue which one's the best. Chuck is the best art in my opinion. Dryden's also pretty good.
Trident's good too,
Yeah, but like this deck was just absolutely insane. Easily the best. Best XYZs just goes to the Zodiac archetype.
Absolutely. But what do you guys think? Were there any XYZs that came out in 2017 that we missed? Some honorable mentions? Comment below, let us know. And if you've missed any of the 25 days of Yu-Gi-Oh, please click out the playlist link below. And we'll see you later for more content.